So hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna develop another mental model that should be useful for you, that is mental models that applies to your decision making, because the reality is that whatever is the information that you got just is useful if you systematically use, or if you not use it systematically, when you use it it has a lot of value. And it's hard to read, and it's like hard to get read. So with the mental model information at so higher, at so much type of asymmetry that could exist, that this information so could make you get so prosperity. But you have principles, you can have principles, you can have so this type of beliefs that if you use it systematically, you kind of use it in a way that if you see the aggregate value of the values that you have created by having these principles, these actions, these systems, you tend so to get advantage, a hedge over other ones. And then so obviously decision maker, I'm supported that as much higher you are in ability to be a decision maker, more prosperity you're gonna get, because decision making is what decides what's gonna be so the actions that you take in your life. And action is what brings your results. And then if you choose the best actions, that obviously depends as well interpretation in the context that you are, it will require to develop decision making. And decision making, to be a good one, you have to get good systems to absorb the reality, to absorb the information, and good data. Data, beliefs, and systems, process to think. So using first principles, using problem solving. In terms of data, knowing how the people work, knowing what the economics, finance, and we're gonna arrange a way to systematically analyze your products. This is the matter of this video, is the Boston Consulting Group Growth-Share Matrix. Optimize so your product portfolio by using this specific model to analyze what you produce, and then so take actions by analyzing it. It's developed this video. So I expect this already was clear what I have to provide to you, making it enough so to you like this video and subscribe to gain more insights in other ones. And then so we go for the content of this video. So what you have to understand, in today's dynamics market, effectively managing your product portfolio is key to sustainable growth. Not having like the sunk cost fallacy, that you just do things and you just put energy, effort, and you don't have like the feedback to understand that you probably have to do different type of things that so are better for you based in what environment is giving to you as feedback. So what you have to understand is that you, in a competitive world, you have like a low margin to error, and then so you have to have good ways to make interpretations. You have to have good ways so to get flexibility, and flexibility depends of you having principles that facilitates you to adopt its flexibility, because they're always easy to kind of forgive or eliminate something that you put effort on. And then so if you got exposed to data that's clear, that makes you so understand that what happens in what you're doing, it facilitates so you to take best action. And so it's dynamic, it's a matrix that it doesn't lie, it's based in states, and based in that you so understand what you are performing, the products that you're doing, how they're performing, and then so take actions in that. But then so what is the BCG matrix? What do you have to understand? Developed by Boston Consulting Group is a tool that assess products based on their market growth rate and relative market share. So we have these two elements to get analyzed, and this model characterizes products into 4 quadrants. We have the stars, the cash cows, the question marks, and dogs. So what you have to understand is how these 4 ones are. So the stars, products with high market share in high growth market. They require heavy investment to sustain growth, but offer significant potential. That's the ones that are stars. And whatever it is a football club, whatever is basketball club, what do you do with your stars? You treat them well, even professionally. It's like the ones that they're essential to focus. It's the ones that have more potential. In that case, in doing profit. So if we have high market share, means that you dominate the market. And so creates a lot of profit for you right now. If you have high growth market, means that you even gonna have more people in potential that you can supply. So It's like basically two things that you would like is you domaining what so are the people that already are in the market and see that the market is even growing is like the ideal, and then so that's why they're stars, they're good in everything, and that's the one that you should so more pay, the one that you should more allocate your investment. We have other one, the cash cows, products with a high market share but in a low growth market. They generate steady cash flow and require minimal investment. That ones are the ones that they contribute a lot for your profit, but are ones that you don't expect them to grow. And then so probably you not should put that much money in incremental type of evolutions. You should try to optimize that your money that you can get now and not expect that it can grow, because you cannot fight the macro. You're just one. As much more powerful that you are, it's difficult to fight the macro. And if the macro is so creating an environment that's low growth of what so people are going so to market, you have to assert that you just have to act accordingly. So what are you getting from the environment that you are? And then so in this cash cows, the tendency is you to get the investment over the time, but enjoying that they're generating cash flows because you have high market share of the people that are present. We have the question marks, products in high growth markets but with low market share. So they have potential but need strategic investments to become what? To become the stars, as what everyone will like, all the products that you have, you will like so them to be present. So in high growth markets, but you have low market share, they don't generate much profit. So you want scalability. You already have understand that's something that people like, but you don't have still enough scalability to produce at so high margin that so you have you can so declare them as stars because you have so good amount of market share. So you need to understand what's needed to have scalability. So if see, and then to understand if it creates profits. So what's the cost that you have to support to create scalability if you can support them. The dogs, products with low market share in low growth markets. That's what you don't want. That's what we say you to cost. That's where you have to get attention if you're not falling in the same cost base, because just not because you're spending and you have spent time in doing it that you have so sustain spending it so in that. Dogs, so products with low market share in low growth market, they typically generate minimal profit and might be candidates for divestment. So I think it's clear what is the value of this matrix, how they impact resource allocation, identify which products to invest in, stars and promising question marks, and which to harvest or for cash cows or divest, that is dogs. Impacts obviously the strategics decisions as well. So what do you have to understand? The matrix helps give decisions about product development, marketing focus, and overall portfolio strategy and performance monitoring. Regularly update your analysis as market conditions change to keep your portfolio aligned with your strategic goals. But how to build a matrix, you're asking. So you have one so a side, you can like be the horizontal or vertical, and you have so you can have like the market share, the market share that you have in market. What is the market share? Is so what's the dimension of the market, how much you own, how much so it represents, so and goes for you the how much money spent in the market, how much is the one that spends on the products that you have, is what's so going to define the market share of a specific product. And what defines the growth? It's clear, it's see how the evolutions from one year to other one. And this so defines what? Defines where you saw your growth, where you saw the market share, what is the growth. But obviously it's still how I can create the quadrants. It's not easier still. So how you define that something is a star and it's not a cash cow. So depending of what is declared as the minimal type of growth that the market has to get, so to be defined to get so define the difference between a star and cash cow. That's the reality. You can so analyze for what? You can analyze for what's the average growth of the whole market that exists in the world. It's like index, and you see then how this market performs. If it's higher, then probably it's your product that is present on that is a star. If not, it's a cash cow. And how you define the market share. So what's like the what defines if a product that has a higher what defines so the product depending on the market share, if it's like a star or if it's like a question mark. Probably you analyzing what's the average of market share than the people and the companies that are present in your business have. If we are higher than the average, then you're in the quadrant that as so can be declared as a star if as well you're in a market that is growing higher than the average of the markets in the world. So it's the way that you build this graphic. I think it's easier so to understand how it impacts, what this means, how this impacts your decision making, and then so I expect this was enough to aggregate value for you. So without much more to say, just thank you and don't forget to subscribe and put a like. So see you in the next one.